But today, you guys, we are going to do a small review on the Momcozy S12. Momcozy did send me this pump. I want to thank them for sending it to me. I do have a code with them. I will leave it down in the description box for you. So I am just gonna do a quick little unboxing and then at the end kind of like show you how the pump works and give you my final thoughts. So this is the box. Mine did kind of come like a little bit dented, but the pump and everything worked completely fine. So this is the S12, which essentially just has a little bit more options than the S9. But this is what it looks like when you open it up. It does come with your standard directions and also your wall plug and a bra extender, which is nice. My Medela Freestyle has the same wall plug, so I just never opened up a new one. And then this is what the pump looks like. I think it may have actually come with some breast pads, but for some reason I can't seem to find them. I'm not sure why they weren't in this box, but they're not in where my other breast pads are, so I don't know. But this is what the pump looks like. It does come with the collection cup and the actual pump comes off. And this is what the pump looks like. And I'll go over what everything does in a minute here. And if you hear like noises in the background, my son is trying to go down for a nap. So this is the collection cup. It just comes with one, and this is the 24mm flange, and everything does come apart. This collection cup holds about 6 ounces of milk, and just like the Momcozy S9, this is your kind of mechanics here. So you got your flange, your backflow protector, and your duck bill, which also comes off as well. So it's pretty much the exact same as the S9, which is nice. So you could interchange them. So this is the pump interface here, and I'll turn it on. The on switch is here. Hopefully you'll be able to see. It's pretty bright, so I'm not sure if that's showing up, but you have your on switch here and increase suction, decrease suction, and then your modes. So your modes, you have 3 different modes. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but this mode does like really fast sucks, and then it has a really long one. I'm sorry, for some reason I thought it had 3 modes. That's what I got confused about. So it's a little confusing because I have so many pumps, I can't always keep them straight. Anyways, I'm sorry, there's 2 modes. The first one is the very like fast stimulating, and then there's a long pull. And then the second one, that mode is just after you've had a letdown, so it's more of like your expression mode, and it can stay in that. So the one thing that this one has that's different than the S9 is obviously it has the interface that you can see, but then you can also increase the suction all the way up to a level 9. Where in the S9, I think you have about 5 suction levels. It may be a little bit more, but this one you get 9 suction levels, which is nice. I will say that the actual suction of this is very vibraty. It is on the more intense side. If you've ever used the Baby Buddha pump, that pump is a very strong pump. I feel like this one is kind of in that realm, but much more gentler. And that was one of the reasons why I really do like this one. I do like this one more than the S9, mainly because you can see there's the little LED interface. You can see what level you're on, what mode you're on a little bit better. It's also a little smaller, so when it sits in your bra, let me put it in so you guys can see. So when it sits in your bra, just like this, the actual top of it is a little bit easier to see. The buttons are a little bit easier to use, and then the whole actual top of the pump is actually smaller. And I don't feel, I mean, it does kind of stick out like a good amount if you have one in, but honestly, you can really do anything with this pump in. I love how hands-free it is. You can't really tip over completely because there is a spout that's always open, but that being said, you can pretty much do everything. And then I did just want to note, here is the charge port. And then some people have mentioned in a couple of my other comments, sometimes the actual pump doesn't sit nicely in this little cradle here. And I've noticed that as well sometimes. And the S9 also has this as well. There is a little plastic ring right here that goes around this part of the pump that keeps the pump in that cradle right here. So if that has fallen off, which mine have totally done that, it's actually sometimes they'll get stuck right in here, then the pump isn't gonna sit in the cradle and there's not gonna be any suction. In the S9, they do actually give you a replacement of that. I just looked at the manual to see if there was like a time frame on when you should replace those little the little plastic ring around here, and it doesn't say anything in the manual. So I would assume if you keep trying to put it in the little cradle here, and if it's not going in there, it would definitely be time to replace it. But I really like this little pump. I really like the Momcozy brand. I think that they have, in a sense, revolutionized the wearable pump. This pump is much more affordable than the LaVie or the Willow, and you also can get a lot of different inserts here for like different sizes. Like they go down to a 15, 17 millimeter insert, which is great because some of those other wearable pumps that are more expensive, they don't offer smaller flange sizes, and a lot of mothers need that smaller size. So it's really nice that Momcozy is being, you know, really proactive in that sense. One thing that I do know is that the battery life on this isn't the best. I probably have to charge it after using this maybe 2 or 3 times. So if I used it as an exclusive pump, I would have to probably charge it at least once a day, maybe more. That being said, I wouldn't suggest using this pump as your exclusive pump for exclusively pumping, just because it's not really made for that. It's made for the times where you need to be hands-free. Maybe you're at work, maybe you need to get a couple things done. It's not really meant to be an exclusively pumping pump. I think this pump and the S9 is great to have in your collection for those times when you need to be hands-free, but then also using, say, your Medela Sonata or your Motif Luna, and this one maybe at least twice a day, or maybe once or twice a day you're using the S12. But that being said, it hasn't deterred me from using it, even though the battery life isn't the best. I still feel like the suction is really good. I do get really good output with this pump. Like, you know, type on my computer, I can fold some laundry and not like hold things or really like have a lot of stuff like sticking off of me. So it is really nice that Momcozy invented this really awesome, affordable, hands-free pump. As for noise level, I do feel like it's not the quietest pump out there, but it really makes up for it in how like easy it is to use and affordable, how much hands-free you can be with it, which I know I like just said, but honestly, like I don't really care about the noise because I've been at work and or answering phones, and people have kind of heard it in the background and been like, oh, what's that? And usually when I say it's my pump, they're like, oh, now that makes sense. But I don't really feel like the noise level is too loud, but if you're, you know, in a completely silent room, like you definitely are going to hear it. But this pump just amazes me all the time, and it's so easy to just throw in my bag because it's so small too. It doesn't take up a ton of space on like a counter. It's really, really great. Again, I just want to thank Momcozy for sending me this pump, and like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I do have a coupon code. I will link it down below. If there are any other pumps that you guys want me to review, please comment them in the comments and I will try to get my hands on them. I want to thank everybody again for watching today's video, and I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you in my next.